The HOA fined me for hoarding water, so I let the flood loose. For decades, my family's land sat nestled at the foot of the mountains, blessed with a natural spring that never ran dry. Years ago, I built a small dam and reservoir to store that water for irrigation and livestock. It wasn't just practical, it was survival. The neighbors knew it too, since in dry seasons, my dam kept the whole valley from running bone dry. But when an HOA sprung up in the new development downhill, everything changed. The new president, Karen, of course decided the spring belonged to the community. She sent letters claiming my reservoir violated shared resource policies, which was laughable. My land, my water, my dam, still she pressed harder, eventually slapping me with a ridiculous fine, $50,000 for hoarding springwater. At first, I ignored it. Surely no one could be arrogant enough to think they owned my water. But the harassment grew. HOA inspectors trespassed onto my property, snapping photos of the dam. Karen herself marched up one day, clipboard in hand, declaring she'd take me to court and drain the reservoir for the good of the neighborhood. The final straw came when they filed paperwork with the county, trying to annex my land into their HOA. That was when I realized they weren't bluffing. They were gearing up for a full takeover. They thought they could bleed me dry with fake rules and forged fines. But I had a plan that was older, stronger, and a lot wetter than anything they could throw at me. The night a storm rolled in, I walked up to the dam. The water level was high, roaring behind the gates. Below, the HOA's manicured lawns and cookie-cutter houses sprawled across land that used to flood before my dam existed. They had forgotten that without me, Mother Nature ran the show. I pulled the gate lever. The sound was deafening, rushing water cascading down the valley, carving through streets, swallowing sidewalks and flooding basements. By morning, the community that fined me for hoarding springwater was knee-deep in the very thing they tried to steal. Karen stood on her porch screaming at county workers, demanding help, but they told her the truth. Without my dam, she was at the mercy of nature, and I wasn't about to rebuild it for her. So, when an HOA thinks it can strong-arm nature itself, sometimes the only answer is to let nature do the talking. Want more HOA takedowns? Hit that subscribe button, you won't want to miss what happens next, and comment below where you're watching from.